me record the session and check it out with am I audible to all of you guys? Hi, people. Everyone, assalamu alaikum and wanakam to all of you guys. Right, a new chapter, a new beginning, a new month. Okay, happy to see you all back again. I Bowan. Okay, and hope that you all have received your tunes. People who are still struggling, sir. Mata ara tute scene ke thama labunne sir. Okay, major of you all puluantarang okay. Last month I started sending all the tunes for our people, but there are few students okay who didn't get the tunes in there. Do we have those people who didn't get the tunes from operating system chapter? Emak out or in the sir, I didn't get it. Kayla, raise up the button if you have clicked that raise up button. Anyhow, just show that you have been affected because of that. Okay, nice. Right. Okay. Getting a reply. Okay. Nice. Many people studying it because one of my friends sent me the link of today's session. Right. Okay. So those who all are joining for the first time now, you all have to get enrolled to our website, and from the website only you all have to order the tute and get it. Right. So Hemati Nayata Villa. Okay, I just ordered it today. Right. So those who all have not ordered the tutes now, Villa, most probably okay, try to order as soon as possible and order Karapunati Aitala. Within this week, I will be able to get you all the tute also. Right, so let's get started. All people, okay, I one and welcoming people, guys. So we have to start off with a new chapter called as operating system. That's always listen. Okay, before we commence, okay, let's have a quick update about the lesson plan. This lesson schedule, like take a update. So first thing, first of all, foremost, okay, number one is going to be regarding the chapters. Okay, so we are stepping into a new chapter for today. That's going to be the lesson operating system. Okay, that's going to be our new lesson, chapter number 5, OS. Right. So, min may lesson nike, what are the things okay, to be done? So, what are the lessons we have completed so far? We completed concepts of ICT. Okay, hold on. Concepts of ICT, number system, digital circuits chapters has been completed. Roughly the first term has been completed so far. A new year lassanada schedule to start off with a new chapter for y'all. Right. So these are the four chapters we have completed. But do not worry for the new people, those who are joining with us. If you are planning to join Lankavatam online, okay, if you are planning to join our online classes now, you do have the free playbacks of these. Free playback sticker ogalanta araganda pulugo. Okay, without any issues. Tute sticker purchase kalaganda venava. Okay, a tute fee will be around 500 rupees. Tute sticker purchase kalagattama recording sticker free labenava. Good. Operating system is the new lesson we are stepping in. So let's get me the duration of this lesson. To complete this lesson, we will be getting a time span from January and February. Hopefully, within 8 classes, I'll be able to finish off this lesson. Let's take the marks in part 1 and part 2. In part 1, there will be around 3 questions to 2, roughly. Okay, you get 6 marks, and from part 2, there will be around 10 marks. A total of 16 marks from this lesson. Okay, that's next one. So is it 100% theoretical, or do you have any practical, or do you have any calculation basis? Me lesson ne ke 100% theory ki lene. Okay, around 60% one I can tell it has around theory, and 40% that will be termed as calculation. Me dekim matamai exam paper will be made. Okay, the calculation part mattum konjam some students will feel sickle to understand. Other than that, rest are okay. Okay. Others will be able to understand it properly. Only that small part of people will be not able to understand the calculation part. Okay. Do I need the previous lesson knowledge to understand this lesson? Not exactly. Do I need my O level knowledge? Nah. Mama first taking nama olandikiladinna. Okay, from day one to day, if you started joining all my 8 classes, and after the 8 classes, which I'm doing past papers, discussions, after completing the theories, lesson down on kiladi lat, ogalanda theory nattang, okay, I will take the blame. But you all have to join all the classes properly. Okay, well, join in nothing, teen lokum prashne. Okay, so I will be taking care of from A to Z, so nothing to worry on that. Okay, tudes will be sent to you all free of charge with your class payment of the tudes tikaraganda pulwa. We have only few more copies, so people who didn't join through our website, join Mila, our tudes pre-order karande, pre-order karo, you will be able to get the tudes to your hand by this week. Right? Okay. Any questions? Yes, Samina. This is the exact thing we did it. Right. Talking about the chapter softwares. So this lesson is a chapter about talking about different type of softwares. We use different type of softwares in our day-to-day life. We call it as sometimes app. We call it as sometimes website also. अभी तो मैं सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करने को we have different types. Okay, we have different types from application, system, everything. Before that, let's have a quick warm-up lesson on the Mari. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right, let's have a quick warm-up session before we actually get into the lesson. So here I have in front of me the alphabets, okay, which we are going to go through with a quick alphabet game, a kind of a warm-up session with an activity also. We gave Mike, what are we going to do? It is since we are this lesson is about learning about softwares. No, hari balam ogalang use karla tino dikila different type of softwares. I want you guys to reply with different type of softwares under these letters. Everyone the personal message karandepa. If you personally messages, I will be not able to see all. So everyone damu. So you will be able to see who are the people able to get the answers. Okay. So we're going to go from A to Z. Okay, and going to tell different type of or else examples of softwares we use in your mobile phone, in your laptop, in your computer, or in your TV. It doesn't matter. Monahar software use karno na anne letter ranking. Okay, let's see whether you can remember and tell me. It's going to be a warm up. Right. Okay, right. Let's get started. So, any software that let's start with letter A. Software that begins with letter A. Android. Good one. Good start up, Salma. App Store. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Where is Adobe. Yes. Shopping can I see. What else we have? Amazon. Uh-huh. Good, good, good. Amazon is there. Amazon. AliExpress. Very good. Nice. Software that begins with letter B. Come on. Okay. Everyone, let's get in. It's going to be a warm-up session. Okay. B software. But just type it and sing. That's it. Bottom. Nice. Good. Yes. Bottom Tino. B. Okay. Software that browser. Actually, it's a type, but the software only. BIOS. Uh-huh. Good. SCC. Let's get into the C part. Canva. Cooking fever. How do you happen it? Nice. Canva where nice heal. Candy Crush. Candy Crush. Clash of Clan, huh? Yeah, Clash of Clan. ChatGPT. Okay. D. Softwares that begins with the letter D. Okay. Tell me a couple of softwares that begins with the letter Daraz, CapCut. What else we have? D. CapCut C and D. The ras. D. Dialogue self cap. Duolingo. Chrome. Chrome and C tane. E. Let's begin with letter S. Okay, letter E. Email. ETSY. eBay. Good one. Very neat. E la start பண்ணு. Excel. Sha. Nice one. F நந்தான்னவா Facebook. Okay. Flipkart. வேணுமுன்னு Facebook, Flipkart. Anything else? Facebook, Flipkart. அவர் மட்டும் Free Fire, Firefox. What are the examples? Good. G. Any application that begins with letter G. GPay, Google, Gmail. Where am I? G. Any game do you have? Yeah, Google Maps. Wage hari mana hari. Guys, when you send your message, send to everyone. So it's got done now. Okay, I can be doing and tapping. Me update take gila tap karanno. Okay, H. Software that begins with letter H. Come on, guys. HK softwares. H. House of Clan. How did game either? Hut app. Very good. Okay, nice save. HubSpot. Okay, I have not used it. Should see. Okay, good. Instagram. Anything apart from Instagram do you have? Emo. Nice gun. Good one. Emo. In short, J11 we can say Java development environment. Okay, Kind Master. Kahoot. Okay, Kind Master, Kahoot, Coco, Kapruka, L, Giritawa. Abra Raponida. Okay, L, okay, L. Ludo. I'm playing a game called as Forest Silver Appondi. It's a paid one, but Forest is also good. Lingo Dory. Okay, okay, I don't upload one either, but still fine. Messenger, Maps, Mail. Where am I? Messenger, Maps, Mail, Mobile Legends. Okay, N, Netflix. Netflix, we know nothing. Netflix, Notes, good try. I mean, software that begins with the letter O. Opera, where am I? O. Outlook, OBS. OBS is a streaming editor. Like how you can basically like design how your web camera should display. அது வந்து OBS ல செய்யுது. Nice. கூட streaming करना है OBS use करना, that's open source also. OMI, P, PowerPoint, Pinterest, PixArt. Okay, Python, good one. Q, quizzes, Quora, QuickBooks, mm, QR, R, Replit. Okay. Very neat. Software that Roblox. I wear lol. Okay, I used to play a small game in the nobody on radio or wear of an okay small but all the join a panel. It's for fun. Yes, Snapchat, Skype, share it, scanner, Spotify, Simule. Nice, good one, good one. T, Telegram, Tinder, Temu, Tinder. Okay, Tinder is a platform to find your mate. Okay, TikTok, good. RSTU, Uber, UC browser, when Ube, you. All right, okay. So we have been going on. Okay, V. Software that begins with the letter V. Viber is there. What else? Viva, Visco, V recorder, VS code. Good. W.
W
What's up?
website.
Wow is there. Where an Wow is there. Where softwares that begins with W. WordPress, Wattpad, Weavers. Weavers எதை யூஸ் பண்றோம்? Okay, Weavers. Mm-hmm. Weavers. White Rabbit. Seriously use பண்ற softwares சொல்றீங்க. Good. X is the software itself. Yeah, Extender. Nice. Y. Samp, yeah. YouTube Music, YouTube, Yahoo. And finally, to end, we can add Zoom. Zoom is an application. Okay, right. Talking about an application, one application that I mostly preferred and used it. So now in the Tick Tick application, it's an easy one. Okay, like it's a note taking app. Tick Tick சொல்லி ஒரு application நான் யூஸ் பண்றேன். Okay, yeah, other than that வேற ஒன்றும் பெருசா in detail போறதில்ல. And this FM. I love these two applications now. So this is a Sri Lankan FM app onto where you can basically listen to FM radio. அதுல fun வந்து you have all the different languages. ஓகே நைட் ஹவர்ஸ் எல்லாம் பாட்டு கேட்க ஜாதி ஏக்கும் ஓகே காலை இனிய ஓகே நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள் நீங்கள் எப்போது எங்களில் அப்படி சொல்லி ஒரு ஒரு சட்டிலான ஒரு வயசில் போகும் ஓகே தூங்கி மேலா எளிமைக்கு மேலா ஜாய் பாட்டு கொஞ்சம் போகும் டெஃபினெட்லி ரேடியோ அட் நைட் வந்து இட்ஸ் டாப் நாச் ஓகே நார்மல் சிந்து வாடா ஓகே அது தட்ஸ் த மெயின் அப்ளிகேஷன் யூஸ் करने other than that, mainly ChatGPT comes in. Yeah, that's how the apps applications are. Right. So no, X I don't use it. Other ones stress. Those are all professional people. Yeah, you need to know English well to use that application X. Threads use one. It's stress more. It's more stressed. You know, the more application you have, more stress you become. I literally do not have Snapchat also. Yeah, okay. I literally do not have Snapchat also. Okay, I use பண்றதும் இல்லை because it's stress. I hate Snapchat. Okay, yeah, it becomes stressed in there, and I don't know the purpose of threads also. Threads எனக்கு purpose தெரியாது. Literally, okay, the same okay bullshit that you're gonna see it. Okay, yeah. So ஏகதிடா. நல்லா புரியலமா ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் கூட okay the more apps you have more stress you become okay I can remember yesterday what I did was we went out for a dinner. I literally kept my phone and came. I purposefully kept my phone at home and came. I just started enjoying like the moment. Like I just started actually eating. I started phone இல்ல கொஞ்சம் தடமாறி Indian, but then okay, it was really nice because we are so obsessed to this phone. We are looking at every after 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minute. The moment that you keep it and come, oh, yeah, நல்லா இருக்குதுடா சொல்லிட்டு அப்படி இருந்துச்சு. Okay, Sadhavarinchi. Okay, so we have been learning about all these softwares and applications. Okay, we may softwares gonna in detail. In this chapter, in this lesson, you will be talking about different type of softwares, their specification, when they are being used, how they are used in there. Okay, okay, we are going to use it in there. So before we start up anything, let's start the computer itself. Starting the computer, we call it as the boot up sequence. What is Amina boot meaning? In your words, boot kilikane normally kollo kello kina boot breakup. Okay, but in computers, boot doesn't refers as a breakup in a computer. In a computer, the startup of the computer is referred as a boot. Yeah, it's a good beginning. Okay, that's what we call it as the boot. Okay, so boot up of the computer. What happens in you boot up the computer when you start up the computer? Okay, that 15 seconds, that 10 to 15 seconds, that small black color screen, something loading going on now. What actually happens in that 15 seconds? That 15 seconds of the startup of the computer, what actually happens? Megatamai, I'm going to learn it one by one step. The main purpose of starting up the computer, when you start the computer, what actually happens is, okay, the computer will the CPU will be turned on, but the CPU do not have any instruction to execute. Why? Because CPU has a memory, and a memory cannot be volatile memory killer. What do you mean by volatile memory? Memory which holds data until the power is supplied. As soon the power is gone, when you turn off the computer, data inside the CPU will get deleted. That's RAM. Okay, RAM is also volatile. RAM also will not have any data instruction available. Okay, now where will you find the operating system? In the hard disk. Operating system will be stored in the hard disk because hard disk is a non-volatile memory. Hard disk is a non-volatile memory. So in the start of the computer, that 15 seconds ke munad venni kila kiwat hard disk ke thiyana data ek it will be taken to the RAM. From the RAM, it will be taken to the CPU. This is what the startup of the computer means. The moment that you start your computer, data will be taken from the hard disk and put it to the RAM. From the RAM, it will be taken to the CPU. When the may process we are going to study how is it going to get the data from the hard disk and put it to the CPU. Who is responsible? If RAM में कहती ना data ओक्कोम delete to not, if CPU में कहती ना ओक्कोम data delete not, who will be responsible to do this work? That's what we are going to see. Okay, to start off that, number one, the moment that you turn on the computer, when you turn on your computer, okay, a huge amount of alternative current will flow to the computer. This alternative current is too dangerous. Why? Because megalang signal like it consume high power consumption. So megalang signal like the voltage is too high. So what will happen is sometimes it might have a chance where okay, megalang voltage is very hinda. Okay, sometimes the circuit might get damaged. We also call it as alternative current or analog current. Okay, may I voltage is very. So it will be sent through a device called as power supply unit. where it will convert this alternative current to a direct current. මෙන්න මේ වගේ. In other words, analog to digital. Okay. So මෙයාගේ power consumption එක වැඩි නෑ. ඇයි? Because we know this is the amount of 5 watts and 0 watts. That's what that component known as the power supply unit does. Power supply unit knows how much of data current to be taken in. That's the first part. Power supply unit knows how much of current to take in. If it's excess then या cut करना, if it's low then या cut करना. So power supply unit is designed for that purpose. Okay, in the direct current. Sometime, okay, if you connect directly, there might be a signal drop also. एक avoid कराने we might connect your power grid, domestic power grid on your main line nicking in a current line nicking. We won't directly plug in. Instead, we plug into a UPS, uninterrupted power supply. It's like a power bank. It's like a power bank. Methane power supply unit current so that in case මොනහරි power cut වුණොත්, okay, the UPS can hold some amount of current until we turn off the computer. So UPS, it's like a Jenny එකක් වගේ දාන්න. Jenny is too complex, but may have a podi amount. You can run it in battery UPS because we were in an era, can you remember, where we used to see a timetable to check at what time the current will come. We came across that era. Current කීයට දෙන්නේ කියලා බලන්න ටයිම් ටේබල් එකක් තිබ්බ මතකද? වෙරළවලටනේ. See, RAM is inside the CPU, no pa. Inside the computer, but not inside the CPU. It's external. So that is what happens. When the power comes to the power supply unit, he will issue the current to the CPU, RAM, and ROM. No one knows what to do next because all these memory will be erased. Internal memory delete except one memory, that is the ROM. ROM is known as read-only memory and also a non-volatile memory. Non-volatile. This is the only non-volatile memory internally to the computer. To computer, PC. Internally non-volatile only memory. So he will have a program. Once the current comes to this ROM gets turned on. Whether ROM started now working. ROM will have a program. A program BIOS. Let me take a photo of that. So how to access a BIOS? Basically, when you turn on the computer, and if you keep pressing F2 or F12 or F10, depending on your computer, you can enter the BIOS settings. Basically, this is what? Your computer motherboard settings. Motherboard settings. Motherboard settings. That's the BIOS. BIOS stands for Basic Input Output System. And then we do have UEFI. It's another upgraded version. Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. These two are two different programs available inside the ROM. Mostly, most of the time, both does the same thing. The difference is UEFI is a GUI version and BIOS is a CLI version. What does CLI and GUI stands for? GUI graphical interface graphical user interface CLI click a command line interface. Graphical user interface and command line interface. Pakka understood. Got it. So when the domestic grid digging in our power supply unit, take a power supply unit will send the current to the ROM. ROM will have two settings, two programs. One is BIOS or UEFI. This is an example of a BIOS, basically like a board configuration settings. Okay, computer board system. Startup system के लिए क्या ना mm-hmm. CLI is a command line interface. See, this is a CLI version. BIOS is a CLI version. Good. ROM provides necessary instruction for communication of various hardware devices. BIOS is a program microprocessor used to start up the computer system after it's turned on. UEFI is publicly available as a defined as a software interface between the operating system and platform. So both of them are same, but the difference is BIOS is a CLI version, which is much more faster, but not attractive. Not everyone can understand. But UEFI is the opposite of it. People can understand. ඒකේ ඔක්කොම graphics තියෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට example එකක් ගත්තොත් මෙන්න මේ වගේ. You will have graphics and everything. Okay, I'll give you time to write it. මෙන්න මේ වගේ. This is the graphical user interface. This is a command line. BIOS and UEFI. Okay, good. What is next? CMOS. What the hell is this? CMOS. CMOS stands for complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Who is that? Now, ROM has a program mama Q1 a BIOS scale. This is the basic startup program. But in this startup program, when the user, okay, does some changes, settings maru kara කියලා කිව්වොත් ඒක කොහෙද save වෙන්නේ? You can't save it in the RAM. Why? RAM is volatile. Whenever the current is not there, settings will get deleted. You can't save it in the hard disk because it'll, if you try to access the hard disk, it'll take long time. So what they did was they started, okay, to create another new memory called as CMOS memory. This will basically will have all the settings, user defined settings ඔක්කොම මෙන්න මේ CMOS එකකට දෙනවා. CMOS එකකින් you will be able to get user defined settings. User set කරපු settings ඔක්කොම. If the CMOS is not responding, so the operating system will start with the existing settings. So factory reset down. So what type of such information does the CMOS contain? Number one, user profiles, username and password. Number two, language. Okay, number three. Okay, number three, you might have system configured settings. These are few things that you will be able to see. If there is another box is available in your tute now, boot sequence or can we copy it on this section? Whatever important stuff and everything, write it down properly. Okay, once you'll have completed, just put a thumbs up also. That's the first step. Step number one, the power on self test. Step number two, perfect, good to go. So let's begin again. Okay, number one, booting up is all about getting the operating system from the hard disk to the RAM, from the RAM to the CPU. In this process, the first step is when you turn on the computer, a huge amount of current comes in which you can't control. So we have placed a power supply unit like a security guard again, where he will convert those alternative current into direct current from analog to digital again. Okay, it possible when the current comes to the unit will start sending the current to all the other components. When the current comes to the CPU ROM, it will start to run the first program. It does have two types of program. One is BIOS or UEFI. මේ දෙකින් එකක් ඇවිල්ලා run කරන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. See, we do have these two. Okay. Meanwhile, this is being executed BIOS letter. Okay, you will have some settings. User set කරපු settings profile දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ phone එකේ settings නම් contact number layout okay notifications sleep time අන්න ඒ වගේ you guys are used to මොනවද කියන්න ආවේ set කරනවානේ ඒ වගේ settings තමයි මෙතනත් එන්නේ user profile and name language system configured settings boot sequence order කියලා clear ඊට පස්සේ BIOS then runs the first program called post, where he will send signal to all the components connected: hard disk, GPU, keyboard, CPU, monitor, input output, SSD, fans. Basically, he will put all the ticks. by sending a current. This is known as self-diagnosis check. Check. Self-diagnosis check. Make it copy. Post check killer. Power on self-test. Baland. Good. Make it a post check. BIOS powers on. The system BIOS provide a basic power on. During BIOS checks the basic devices required for the new server to operate. The program is a self-test and indicated by series of post code. Some beep sound will be there. एक बल तमा you all have to write. अभी मैं एक copy करेगा मुझे. So why monitor and keyboard is not tech? I just gave an example. Yeah, tick करके ना. So if monitor doesn't respond now, yeah, cross दागा no. Unneeded either. So basically he will put ticks and cross. Dala 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 dala. If monitor doesn't respond now, Adobe response करे ना किला, he will put a cross. And he will start to shout. एक करके ना पे beep sound देगा हीरा. It will give you different beep sounds to indicate some error in the computer. So what are those beep sounds? Have you ever heard a beep sound when you turn on your computer? Do you get it? Teeth gala है अन्न एव तमें post check के लिए have you ever heard it? Yes, no, mostly. The thumb beep sound के लिए right? So one beep sound के लिए okay, everything is fine. Post check passed. Make a long beep sound dekak. Short के वेरा meaning, long के वेरा meaning है. Teeth gala If there is 5 beep sound, no memory fail. Pahak wage no memory failure. Mostly the RAM. The RAM is not detected. Harimuna harikak. If you get CPU, you have to count it. That count will tell CPU failure. Okay, right. Once the post is passed, post is passed. Okay, post check. Yeah. In exam, you will get 5 beep sound because exam answers done beep sound. When the post check is passed, the CPU then runs the second program. The ROM, aka BIOS, runs the first program called post, and the second program called MBR. What does this MBR stands for? MBR stands for Memory Master Boot Record. This bugger, as I said, y'all, who will take the hard disk now? He will be responsible for that. MBR is an information in the first sector of any hard disk that identifies how where an operating system is located. So he will be able to identify where his bugger is located and take it into the RAM. Okay, now how do the MBR finds that operating system? Normally, if you have a document file nang PDF, if it's an audio file nang MP3, if it's a video file nang MOV hari MOV hari movie file or MP4. If it's an iOS file, .ios, that's the operating system file. So he will be basically searching for this file, iOS. Okay, so ISO file, .iso file. He will be searching for this file. Mostly it will be available in the hard disk. Once he finds it, he will pull that to the random access memory. Once the RAM has the data, it will be taken by the CPU. Once the RAM has the data, it will be taken by the CPU, Central Processing Unit. Sounds clear? All good. Understood. The concept. Okay. BIOS runs the first program called post, issuing signal to get, okay, to know what are the components with self-diagnosis, to know what are the components which are working or not. It indicates by a beep sound. Once the post is passed, MBR will look for the operating system in different places. It can be boot sequence order cell. We can set it. Okay. BIOS boot sequence order BIOS. Hold on, I'll take a photo. CPU came, we can change the boot order. CPU ke settings. Okay, he will be searching on the highest priority you have set. So if you have set the priority as hard disk now, he will search in the hard disk. CD now CD, pen drives now pen drive. So he will basically search that file, pull it to the RAM. You pull kar la rahi hu. Then Allah senator. Okay, shall we also go through a summary? That's what I have the summary for you all. Okay, summary. I think in the tutor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think in the new book there are six, no, seven now. Alut book is seven, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seven is there now. Okay. Yeah. Yes, yes. Hold on. Seven. Hurry, 1 second. I'll give you the order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hurry. Okay. Those who didn't understand, let's have a quick summary again. Shall we go with the summary? Step number 1, that is you turn on the computer. Turn on computer. You press the button and turn on the computer. Right. Once you turn on the computer, yeah. Okay, well, numbers daganda, lasana dagani and full. Once you turn on the computer, what is the first thing that happens? The whole set of current comes in. So who controls the current, Hafsa? Who will control the current and send enough of current? Who will be able to block the current and send it? Whatever needed. Very out circuit picture now. Who is that component? Exactly, the power supply unit. Power supply unit converts DC to AC current. So AC to DC current, no? AC to DC current. Once the power supply unit runs the AC to DC current, the whole current comes to the ROM. Okay, ROM executes BIOS or UEFI, either one of the software. ROM will have either one of the software inside and he will run it. ROM will basically run either one of the software and he will run it. ROM will sound, sorry, BIOS or else UEFI will run the first program called as post check. Self-diagnosis. Is my spelling correct? Test. Self-diagnosis. test. He will check for all the components whether is it working or not. Post check kaddano. Correct, Salma? He will do a post check. If the post check is okay or not, vitarai, he will be then moving. Illati, okay, he will stop the computer from there. After the post check is done, okay, MBR will, okay, MBR will be executed. What does MBR does? MBR will get the operating system to the run. Okay, move, or else MBR will copy the operating system to the RAM. He will copy the operating system to the RAM. MBR's work. Okay, yeah, MBR will move. And then along with that, all the settings should be provided. No? CMOS will provide what settings? User configured settings. CMOS will provide what settings? User configured settings. Settings together now, right? Turn on the computer, power supply unit, ROM, BIOS OUEFI, and CMOS will provide those settings. I'll show you the CMOS memory. Ita passe, you will be having the post check, MBR, and OS, operating system. Order. Finally, seventh one, transfer control to the operating system. So from there onwards, the ROM is not needed. ROM में कहीं में shut close down, you know. Turning on the computer, power supply unit converts AC to DC current. The ROM will execute a program called BIOS or UEFI. This is a graphical user interface. Interface के बिना स्थिर command line interface. For this, okay, he will provide all the information. What is CMOS? It is a memory which will hold our settings. Now, in a computer, we'll take a computer. Computer के motherboard वाला settings तीनों. We might have set the settings: time, password, language, the boot sequence order, okay, hardware के voltage गाना. A user might have configured some settings in the computer motherboard, no, not in Windows. Windows setting is different. Motherboard settings, user might have changed, no. Those settings are stored in the CMOS memory. So in the CMOS, it's near the ROM. CMOS is near the ROM. Let me show you. Okay, if you take the motherboard के side के मतलब CMOS से कहती है CMOS से का तेक का मतलब है ये a memory. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, या तेक का मतलब इन दिन ना लंगा लंगा इन्नो yang lapai sipai वगे. ரெண்டு பேரும் நல்ல தோஸ்த் செட்டோட தான் இருக்குது ஓகே இந்த பாருங்க இப்போ இதில் make I think it should come. Yeah, it's coming now. Alright, Balanda. In here, this is my CPU, no? Central processing unit. This is my memory slot, RAM. Okay, this is my ROM. It's a heat sink. That's chip. This is the CMOS memory. ಇದರಿಂದ data வரும். So ROM make you can't save anything. No? ROM is known as read-only memory, which is a permanent memory where you can't change data. ROM make data mukut maru kuranda ba. So what ROM will do it is whatever the settings the user is changing, he will save it in the CMOS. CMOS again, it will be coming in. Then why is a battery? Because CMOS is a volatile memory. CMOS is a volatile memory. What do you mean by volatile memory? He needs current. Current nothing, he will be deleted. The data will get deleted. Okay, ඒ හින්දා තමයි පොඩි බැටරියක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒකට පල්ලෙහා තියෙන්නේ. Okay, so CMOS will be giving the settings. මොන settings ද? User configured settings. User configured settings. හරිද? So CMOS එකේ battery. So if you want to reset the hard motherboard, you simply remove the battery. If you remove the battery, the hardboard, so the computer එකේ motherboard එකේ settings ඔක්කොම reset වෙනවා. What are those settings? Username, password, language, ඊට පස්සේ hardware power outage, hardware details, input output detail, port disable and enable, okay, boot sequence order, priorities, අනේ වගේ දේවල්. These are SATA used to connect hard disk. Now is it clear? තේරුණාද? The overall story. Understood? ලස්සනයිද? It's relatable, no? Anything else you all want to ask from this? Done. So the lesson neke everything I can explain you, like show and explain karana පුළුවන්. අසන්ට ඕනට පෙන්නලා I can explain you everything. That's the beauty of this lesson. Shall we copy down this? ලසන්ට you all also add your own note ටිකක් ලියාගන්න. Okay. Once you complete, add your own couple of notes. What is MBR? Master boot record. The in MBR. Done. Perfect. Awesome. Good. So that's how we started the computer. So once you start into the computer, we come into the word of operating system. Operating system, kila. Now, what is actually this operating system is all about? Okay, you're gonna go one by one. But before that going on, we'll get into the spectrum of software. So shall we turn to page number 10? Okay. So me operating system kilikino. So what is this operating system? We are going to see. Since the tute is free if you join the class. Yeah, normally we do provide the tutes free. Okay, until the stocks are there, we will be giving the tutes free. It was a print out karaganda. It's not a tutor, it's a book. It completes the past papers and everything. Hurry. Software, let's get into page number. Okay. Software is going to be the next part called as the section. Okay, then mixture called software operating system Q&A. So let's get into the next part. The software. Softwares can be divided according to two types: application softwares and system softwares. Okay, application softwares and system software. Softwares are basically set of instructions. Instructions, that is mostly it will perform a task. Application softwares are designed for users, but system softwares are not designed for users, designed to manage hardware. HW clicking hardware. Okay, there are different type of application software: Zoom, Canva, PowerPoint. अब day to day use करने दे वाला था मैं. System software we can divide it into three: OS, operating system. Okay, then we do have language translators. What is that? Okay, in overall with the development of computers were must be okay. Computers were manufactured by different vendors. Different people started manufacturing computers. If the software developers were different. මේ software එක වෙනම කට්ටිය තමයි develop කරන්නේ, hardware එක වෙනම කට්ටිය develop කරන්නේ. So the language had a barrier. The hardware they developed was not compatible with the software, so we had to translate it. තේරුණාද? Okay, ඔයගලන්ට කිව්වොත් හරියට බෝතලයක මූඩියක් බෝතලයක් තියෙන, it's a bottle. A bottle was manufactured by one company and the label for the bottle was manufactured by another company. Since two companies are manufacturing it, sometimes the label will not be fit. Got it? එතකොට මැද එනවා කට්ටිය to solve these two. So that's what translators are. Then we have utility software. Utility. We'll talk about everything in detail. Translators තුනක් තියෙනවා. Compilers, interpreters, and assemblers. Three different types. We'll talk about those in detail. Utility like softwares which used to maintain the operating system, like virus guard, screensaver, backup software, network monitoring, okay, audio manager, sound managers, file manager, task manager वगैरह बोलता हूँ मैं, to improve and enhance the system performance. We do have utility software. Let's talk about application software. These are different type of softwares which are designed for users. So may design करला दिन softwares avilla okay, can be made or it's already been built. So we have two categories: off the shelf and bespoke. Off the shelf के लिए क्या नहीं, ready-made softwares which uh, which can be installed instantly. which can be installed instantly. Like quickly we can install. I have given an example of an arranged marriage. Arranged marriage is almost like ready. The biodata is ready, ponnu ready, utlakalla ready, Kurutachi. If you look at it, are you okay, happy? Right, get married. Okay, these are all ready-made softwares. Mewa hadanda deyak ne already built available. Okay, salli dile gatta use kara, but you don't have the ownership. Okay, you won't find all the features you wanted, but somewhat okay. TikTok. What else we do have? CapCut. These are like ready-made softwares. Bespoke ki like यानी tailor-made or custom-built softwares. That's like a love marriage. You have to find your partner. Custom-built softwares which are designed for users requirement. ಯಾಗ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡ ಅನುವ I cater and make it. I go to a tailor shop to stitch a blazer for me. That's, we call it as bespoke. Make a product expensive. So learning management system, nobody uses a learning management system unless a teacher or a student. Okay, stock monitoring system. Now, who will have this kind of software? Matanan nettarana. I oritne to manage the stocks and everything. Stock monitoring system. Make it a software ke first spectrum. Softwares which are designed for users application software. We do have off the shelf ready-made softwares uttino, custom built uttino. Customized softwares are like love marriages. Ready-made softwares are like arranged marriages. Shall we copy down this note also?
අලුත් මාසයක් හැමෝම අහනවා.
Done and dusted. Okay, good to go. Perfect. Write it nicely, neatly. Yeah. Tutte lesson tiyaganda. Okay, because your notes are very important. Okay, one by one. Okay. Because when you come for the examination, I make it gonna revision nege. So revision nege na it's like it's gone. So in the focus kara lesson nege give you 100%. Whatever you do, give that 100%. Then we are getting into the world of system softwares. Whoa, 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 Hafsa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so we are getting into the world of system softwares. Now, system softwares, on other hand, these are designed for whom? Mainly for the hardware, maintenance and performance, system performance. System softwares අපි දෙකක් දාමු utility software එකයි language translator එකයි. මම මේ දෙක ඉවර කරලා I'll come for the OS language translate. Okay, good. So you might have got tuts notes. I mean, Latini. Okay, this lesson, you go and check it out in anywhere, you will get so much of notes, Notes, marna hai. Like literally, there will be lot of notes in there. For best, I hate notes. Okay, I'm not a good fan of writing notes a lot. So I wanted to very precise and to the point only. So in our lesson, good fill in the blanks, the most important one. So the most important one I have given you all in terms of notes there. So it will be easy for you all to write it. Okay. Write it. So write whatever important, not everything. Okay. Good. So what are utility softwares? Utility softwares are softwares which used to maintain the OS. Rather maintain the softwares. Make a system maintenance use current, not used by the user, but used to maintain. Example, now Canva is a software which is designed for us. We use it. But backup software is used for a maintenance purpose. That are used to manage, analyze, and enhance the system performance of your computer. Okay, we use Photoshop, but antivirus software is not for us, for the system. So any software which is designed to maintain and enhance the system performance, we call it as utility. Utility good you'll also tell me some example. Mamat kiya utility Number one, virus guard. Okay, we use it done, but to make sure the system runs well. Okay, maintenance part. Backup software. Okay, antivirus software, backup software, file manager. Okay, screen server. Battery saver. Any other software? Api kodadruta use kana softwares which are known as these utility softwares. We don't have the. Okay. Drivers, software drivers. Some other detect hardware detect we will install this utility software. Interface like widgets and everything. So themes, widgets and themes. Okay. What else? We have network. monitoring, disk manager. Whenever you know disk manager, disk formatting to format the disk, disk partitioning to divide the disk. Copy. What is disk partitioning? Disk defragmentation. It was a task manager. These are different types. Manartya, you know the example. VPN one day. Yeah, can be taken. VPN got system performance 1 minute thang. VPN. Uh, good, good question. Is VPN? VPN. Yes, VPN is also good. Management no. Security. VPN is a security. So VPN आप use करने for security purpose management filter. So what is disk formatting? What is disk partitioning? What is disk? Okay. Defragmentation. We'll talk about those three in a while. Are the disk partitioning? So that's spelling. Disk formatting if you have a hard disk with around 250 GB, let's assume you have a file with all the data. Okay, we have a disk with all data are inserted. Data when you do formatting, it will become an empty disk. Formatting. Okay, let's assume you have a hard disk of 1 TB. You're buying a whole space. You're buying one floor to have a company. You're trying to have an kind of a call center company. You try to divide that whole building into small sections, logical parts where you divide this 1 TB into 500 GB. This is 250 GB. This is 128 GB. Is it a logically separating your hard disk? Physically, logically separate your hard disk into different parts. We call it as partitioning. Formatting deleting the data in your computer. That's we call it as formatting. Right? Defragmentation. These are the important ones. I think I very. Okay. Copy down this. We'll see. All right, okay. Lassanai Kattiya. I hope you all have completed. Good. Done. All good in there. Perfect. Let's get started. Hari, එතකොට අපි utility software එක complete කරා ඊට පස්සේ යනවා in terms of formatting high level and low level formatting. Hold on. I have my new tute together. The new tute is little bit different. Hold on. We have to get the new one. Okay. In new one, I have just reduced the number of notes which I'm supposed to write it. We are supposed to write it. Pulvantara. Okay, so we have two types of formatting. One low level formatting and high level formatting. Both you can do it in your computer. In low level formatting, it is closest to the hardware, makes the servers of the disk with markers indicating starts of recording block sector, which intend to be permanently foundation of the disk and often complete as a factory. So low level formatting basically, now think you have your disk like this and we have divided partitions. Okay, everything is there. If you perform a low level formatting, completely delete, files, yes, gone. Partitions, gone. Everything is deleted. You can do this formatting using command prompt. Command prompt in your computer, the normal prompt. Normal format karama endine. High level formatting sonna, let's assume you have your disk and in this disk you have some data are there. These are the data, macro data. In high level formatting, data will get deleted, but not the partition. File stick with right delete pending. Did you get it? This is the normal format option. Now you go to your computer, right click करला format के लिए click करो, it happens high level formatting, where it deletes only the file. It won't delete the partition, it won't become the factory reset also. Quick formatting solo, quick formatting. But if you perform low level formatting, everything is deleted. You can do it using a command prompt. Okay, good. Then we do have the next one called as the language translators. We thought that disk defragmentation is there. We'll talk about that. It's easy. So we started with application, done. System we have utility and language translator operating system. So I can start freshly operating system from next week. Other if I can complete language translators and utility. Utility ke disk formatting kata kara, disk partition kata kara. We do have this defragmentation is there. I'll talk about that. Okay, what is this language translators? Language translators are basically, okay, are you okay with the formatting part? Right. Language translator is another type of system software. Basically, okay, being created to have a smooth communication between the hardware and the software. Because hardware manufacturers are different. Like you take Sony, Microsoft, okay, Microlab, ඊට පස්සේ we have මොනවද කියන්නේ even කවුද ඉන්නේ hardware manufacturers. Why I'm not getting it? Okay, Nvidia, okay, we do have Samsung. They are hardware manufacturers. Software manufacturers are like Windows, Adobe, Canva, Photoshop, and okay. Now, may then compatible na? Because this is a different company, this is a different company. Do you know the reason why Apple is much more high in performance and much more faster? The reason is Apple creates their own software. Apple makes their own hardware. Okay, ඉස්සර hari Apple was taking the CPU from Intel, but then ඒකත් නැවැත්තුවා. They wanted to make it much more performance. So they have made their core component to them. එගොල්ලන්ගේම තමයි hardware එක, එගොල්ලන්ගේම තමයි CPU එක, එගොල්ලන්ගේම තමයි software එක. පට්ටම optimized. So ඒකේ language translator is like top notch. But Windows item பிரச்சனை why? Windows is manufactured by another company. The component and Dell, HP, Acer ඔක්කොම ඇවිල්ලා වෙන component එකක් තියෙනවා. So it mismatch. So we need a translator to convert it. A program or software is made up of a set of instruction. These instructions are written in high level language which are very close to human. Okay, so they used to code using high level languages which are close to human. How did they? Okay. These high level languages translated into machine language using one and zeros, which are understood by the computer, translator, assembler, compiler, interpreters. So you have to perform these conversions. So high level language has to be converted. We'll talk about those high level language. High level language of code is about to be translated into machine code. We'll talk about those machine codes in there. Okay. Activity. Read a paragraph without a pause. Can you read that below paragraph? බලන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා read කරන්න. This message serves to prove our mind can do amazing things, impressive things. In the beginning, it was hard, but your mind is reading it automatically without even thinking about it. Be proud, only certain people can read this because please vote if you can read this. Patani. Okay. So awesome. If you can translate, so now this is what the translator does. Okay. In a language spectrum, the lowest level of language is known as binary language. Binary language basically series of one and zeros. This is what the computer understand. Basically high voltage and low voltage. Humans started coding using this binary language and they feel so difficult. I difficult because okay, people have to memorize these numbers. So they created something called as assembly language. Okay, assembly language like MOV, R1, some code. Store, str, add මේ වගේ codes තමයි use කරන්නේ. තාම aeroplane වලත් they still use these codes and everything. Okay, flight system වල තාම assembly language තමයි use කරන්නේ. Aircraft වල okay, Boeing 360, Airbus වල ඔක්කොම තාම assembly language තමයි use කරන්නේ because those are hardware dependent. ඒ hardware එකට අනුව they have created some code. Like a vehicle on மாறிடு கேள்வி அந்த வெஹிக்கிளுக்கு தேவையான gears எல்லாம் எங்களுக்கு அந்த வெஹிக்கிள் மட்டும் தான் தெரியும் அந்த வெஹிக்கிளில் we have to study then only we have to use it assembly language to convert this assembly language to binary language we do have assemblers. What is assembly language? This is a mere or nearby representation of binary code using specific codes. It's a language okay used to replicate binary language using specific code like move, store, add, subtract වගේ පොඩි පොඩි codes තමයි යන්නේ. Assembly code එක තමයි යන්නේ. People were feeling difficult to understand this because they had to memorize these assembly code. And these assembly languages are hardware dependent. ஒரு hardware க்கு code மாறும். அப்படி ஏலவே. If I wanted to code now, I have to learn coding and it should be working in all the computer. But assembly if I want to run in Mac now, I have to learn that code specific only. If I want to run in Windows now, Windows with right. So then they came up with okay high level language. Like what? Python, okay, C sharp, C++, මේ වගේ. මේවා කන්වර්ට් කරන්න තමයි ආවේ compilers and interpreters. Interpreters. Make a convert කරන්න interpreters ආවේ. So you don't need to learn for that specific machine. You can learn it general. High level language are machine independent language. Assembly language are machine dependent languages, whereas high level language are machine independent. ඒක ඕනේ නෑ අදාළ නෑ මොන machine එකවත් වැඩ කරනවා. Machine dependent and machine independent. ඊට පස්සේ ආවා AI languages. This is way more advanced. You don't need to tell what to do. Simply you say what you want. He will figure it out what to do. LIPS, lips, Mercury, OPS5 with the mark languages. Understood the spectrum of languages. Shaped the different form of language. How humans started evolving with languages. People uses some symbols. அப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு then people started telling different words for specific things like stone அப்படி அப்படி வந்து தான் போட்டு தான் improve எல்லாம் we came into what the language of English, Tamil, Sinhala, Ukkumavi. Those are all upgraded languages තමයි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ right now. අපි විශ්සර ආදි කාලෙදී போனா they were using some symbols and sounds and everything. What does machine dependent and independent means? Okay, Shimha, it's like this. Okay, a language, a specific language. Think about there are two machine. Okay, there are two flights. இல்லாட்டி டூ மெஷின் இருப்போமே ஓகே ஃபார் மெஷின் ஏ there is specific set of language, for machine B there is specific set of language. We call them as machine dependent. Assembly language வந்து if it's for a car it's another language, if it's for a bike it's another language அப்படி. If you want to communicate with that computer சொன்னா அந்த கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு ஏற்ற லாங்குவேஜ் தான் நாங்கள் படிக்கணும். அது மெஷினுக்கு டிபெண்ட் ஆகிக்கும். ஃபார் அன் எக்ஸாம்பிள் மேக் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சொன்னால் மேக்குக்கு தேவையான லாங்குவேஜ் ஒன்று இருக்கும். விண்டோஸ் சொன்னால் விண்டோஸுக்கு தேவையான, லெனோவோ சொன்னால் லெனோவுக்கு வேறையா. ஸோ இஃப் அ ப்ரோக்ராமர் இஸ் மேக்கிங் அ சாஃப்ட்வேர் ஹீ ஹேஸ் டு லேர்ன் ஆல் த லாங்குவேஜஸ். வை? மெஷின் டிபெண்ட். விளங்கிச்சா? ரைட். Machine independent kiliki no matter what machine it is, machine A or machine B, the language is common. I type using one single language, it will work on both these machines. Machine independent. Got it? Okay, to make it a little bit understanding, I do have also a translator. What is interesting code translator අතින් අපි බලමු මේක වැඩ කරනවද කියලා. You can basically convert your code into assembly language එකකට මාරු කරන්න පුළුවන්. බලමු ඒ code එක වැඩ කරනවද කියලා. Shima, were you able to understand Raja? ඩායිකිද? See, I have a C++ code on D. Illati Python code on. See, I have a Python code. Now this Python code, if I convert into assembly code, it will be like this. Okay, இது இப்படிதான் இது மாத்தேலுமா MicroPython assembler output வந்து executable. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, in this assembly code ஒன்னொட்டுக்கு மாறும். டிவைஸுக்கு கோட் மாறும். See, high level code ஒன்று தான். Okay, but assembly language code அந்த டிவைஸுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி மாறும். See, Other code type will be like changing from one to another. See, it's a different code line undo. One code than high level language, but assembly language nariya. See, ಇದು assembly language. It's like some specific code. Symbol ஒன்று மாதிரி தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க அந்த fast constant function resume and stuff. See, இப்படிதான் இருக்கு. இதுதான் sir. இதுதான் இந்த flight systemல they will study. Okay, flight systemல they will study. If you all are having an idea about LIPS, LISP இல்ல LIPS. That's an AI language. Mercury is an AI language. OPS5 is an AI language. Sounds okay? Got it. Another concept. All good. Pakka done. So compiler is a translator which translate high level language to low level language at once. Converts the entire code at once. The compiler. Interpreter convert the code line by line. Assembler converts assembly code into machine code. Convert assembly code into machine code. But under the kill all good. All good. Guys, you are planning to start online revision for you guys. 27 batch online revision ke liye pre-revision series to cover up and revise on the missed lesson for you guys. This will be conducted in online. We're planning to start in this month. In taking Magi, we are planning to have it. So it's going to be a pre-revision series, Mari. Like after every lesson we completed, we'll take around 2 days and finish it off. Quick recap karla, questions take karla, so that you guys will be keep in touch ke tiyaganadamai minimum revision series e patanganni. It's not a full-fledged one, it's a normal small program mekak planning to start for you guys. Hope you guys will be giving us support. Okay, study, inform your friends, bring in your friends also. Okay, learn properly, learn perfectly, learn from the people who have been for the decade, the kids past decade meet because I know where these components are up and down. And also get ready for your examination. We are planning to bring in your term exam on next week. Okay, first term exam you all can download the paper from the LMS. Okay, do the paper and send us as the post. We will correct and send you back for the term examination. At the physical centers in the Pulwang, I'll inform through groups. People, yeah, those are the couple of information. Tiyut sabun nantang drop kala message ya karaganda to okay message ti ala karaganda tiyut sticker. All right, okay. So with that, we comes to the end of our classroom for today. Then see you all at a call. Assalamu alaikum. Much love to all of you people. Until then, see you all in our next class. Bye bye. Take care to all of you people.